Hello everyone. Today is a second part of Postman API testing video. So in first part, we covered agenda, what is API testing, why API testing is important, where to use API testing, type of API testing, and in today we will learn HTTP methods, HTTP requests, Postman, how to download Postman, how we can send APIs in Postman. So today we will see everything related to Postman and hopefully this is the last videos of Postman. Um, I'll try to cover every topic related to Postman in this video. So stay tuned with me. This one I covered yesterday, all these things. So yeah, today um, we'll start from HTTP status code. Actually, this is very important in Postman or any API. So 2x series is success. If you will get 200, then it's success okay. If you will get 3x series, 301 permanent redirect, 302 temporary redirect, 304 not modified. 4x series is related to client error, 401 unauthorized error, 404 forbidden, 403 forbidden, 404 not found. Always we are seeing this 404, 405 is method not allowed, and 5x series is related to server error. 501 not implemented, 502 bad gateway, 503 service unavailable, 504 gateway timeouts. Where will say these things? 1 minute, I'm just opening my Postman 3 status code. You will get it here. If you are sending and if you are calling an API, if your something is wrong, so how you will get to know? So from status code only, you will get to know these things. So this one is very important status code. So now we will learn HTTP request. What is HTTP request? How many types of HTTP request and what HTTP request we are going to use? I'll see you. Just note that. Hmm. So in every API call, like we are checking any API, we are doing any API testings. So what operation basically we are performing? So we are performing read operation. Read operation we are performing CRUD. So what does C means? Create. How to create anything? So we can create with the help of HTTP request. So post is used to create an API. Create an API. What does R means? Read or retrieve data. Read or retrieve data. So which API request will use? Get. Used to retrieve the data. Or if it is fetch the data. What does U means? Update. Which one will use? Put or patch. Will data. Data. Suppose small things we have to update. Only one line we have to update. So Which command you will use? We are going to use which commands? D. Delete. DELETE. Delete the data. So which one we are using? D. Delete. Delete. It will delete all. So correct operation, I think now it's clear. Now let's see one by one HTTP GET request. So retrieve all resources in a collection and can cast. GET request remains in the browser history and bookmark. GET request should never be used when dealing with sensitive data and link and have high restrictions. GET request should be used only to retrieve data. I told. What is post? Create a new resource in a collection. Post requests has no restrictions on data length. Post requests cannot be bookmarked. Post requests are never cached and do not remain in the browser history. Put it is help in updating the data. Replace that file or resource. It returns responses are not cacheable. Update the resource. Why we are using patch request? Patch means update a partial resource. When you only need to update one field of the resource, then we can use patch. So it will reflect it here in the URL. So I'll tell you how to use these things. Delete the resource, return available HTTP methods and other options. Then they are going to use options. HTTP head and trace request. Head for only header information, trace for return trace of the request. Okay. So where we will going to use all these things, I'll just show you details. I will tell you later. See, if you want to retrieve the data, then we are going to use get. If we want to post the data, means create a data, we are going to use post. If you want to update the data, we are going to put. So all this we are going to use in our Postman. So now, how to download Postman? It's very simple to download Postman. Just go in Google, type Postman. Um, we have to go here. So I'm not going to download it because it's already there. So we can download Postman from here. If you want link, I can share with you in PPT only. I mention how to download the Postman. Hmm. Okay, I'll share this link with you. It's simple, just Postman will open. Postman will open, just you have to do next, and it will be downloaded. And when it's downloaded, your page is something look like this. 1 minute, I'm just closing all the things from the Postman. Your page just look like this after downloading the things. Okay, after downloading the Postman, your page looks like this. So I think you will not face any problem in downloading the Postman. How we can write URL? It's very important thing. Like we are sending it post put delete. So how we will write the URL? Because I'll show you. Suppose we want to send get, which URL we have to put? Which URL we have to put? How to write URL? So I'll explain it. For every get post put delete. And I will tell you this also with one live example, live project, how we can call API in Postman. How to call URL. This is your one URL. This one. Suppose I'm just thinking one URL. This one is the normal URL. When we want to post anything, then we can use this URL. Okay. But when we want to retrieve the data, we can use URL like this also. We can use. Suppose we want only one data, then we can use. Means this one ID. Okay. And we want um, something related. I think I told you about the URL things. Suppose we want AB and BC. So after query parameter, if some condition is there, we have to put that condition. So we'll call URL in wait like this. We want to update something, just call normal URL. We want to delete something, just we have to call normal URL. So this one is very important. See, this one is your base URL. You have to call everywhere. If you want to add endpoint, you have to add endpoint. Any query you want to add, I told query after query parameter question mark, we can add the query. See, how to know which endpoint you need to access? Well, that's up to you. Endpoint are usually grouped according to the data that they interact with and what you can do with it. If you have a look at the Spotify API, see, we took one URL of the Spotify we are going to use. So I'm just giving you one example how we can use that URL. Mhm. Okay. Playlist. Endpoint for retrieving information about a user playlist and for managing the user playlist. Our base URL is this https api.com. Suppose we want to add item to a playlist. Suppose we want to add a item in a playlist. We have to go in that base URL. You have to add playlist, which item you want to add. You have to add that in your URL and tabs. So your item will be added to that specific ID which you gave there. Put. What put is doing? It is updating the thickness, change a playlist details. You want to change playlist to details, then you have to go and access the URL like that. Post, you have to create a playlist. So again, you have to use user ID and playlist like that. We are accessing endpoint. This URL will be same for everything, just endpoint will be changed. In endpoint, you will change whatever you want. You want to add query parameter. After endpoint, you can add query parameter as well. Suppose we want get a list of current user playlist. We want a list of, so this one is our base URL. You have to go me and playlist. Then current user playlist will return. If you want get a list of users playlist, you have to give user ID. Then your user playlist will be returned. Get a playlist cover image. So you have to. So basically, it is a just game of the URL. So you have to know how you have to send the URL. So I think it's clear. Now, very important, authenticating your API call. How we can authenticate our API. So just I'm giving this theoretical knowledge. After that, we do anything in practical. So we'll see how we can authenticate our app, how we will do testing of that authenticated things. So first is our API key. API key is nothing. What is happening in API key? Like we have a URL. In URL, we are just setting the API. Okay, that's it. So look at the API key and something along with the line like key is equal to API key. Just we are setting that API key. What is VRL authentication? That one I'll tell you in example. If I tell in theory also, I think you will not understand. So authentication, VRL token, and then we have to give API key. Basic authentications, look for just we have to give user password or authentication basic username and password. Or just look for 1 minute. I'll show you the things. So authentications where we are giving this one is authorizations. Okay. So we have to take which authentication. No auth. This folder does not use any authentication because in URL we have to give just authentication. No auth. API key. Basic auth we have to give username and password. Bearer token. For that we have to generate a token. I'll tell you how to generate the token. Java. This one JWT bearer, so we are not going to use it. It's stuff I'll tell how to use. What is secret, what is payload, and then we have to use this one. So in one live project, I'll tell you about the bearer token, and how we will create the tokens and how we are going to use it. I think it's clear. So API keys is API is a possibly one of the simplest method to authenticate. Before you can import the service you want. It's just simple. Don't I'll share the documents with you. You guys will read. Just I'll tell you the overview. Just this is our basic URL, and after that the inquiry parameter just API key, and we have to mention here our API key. VRL authentication that I think in practically I'm able to I'll tell you. Basic authenticate, just we have to give username and password, or we have to generate JWT tokens and then we have to do it. So now we will do the practical thing. So for practical thing, I think I mentioned here something. mm, For dummy API. Yes, I think yes. Now I am perfect. So link for dummy API, just we have to click on that link. We have to go here. Just we are doing on dummy API. See, we have our documents, and suppose we got and documents from the development team, then we have to test this API. So how we are going to test this thing? Now I think installation is done for everyone. If you didn't, just pause my video and it's first you do your installation, then it's easy for you to know how all these things is working. Okay, so first is we'll see. Suppose you got the documents from the development team. What next you have to do? Just get all products. So okay, I'll tell you. Okay. So now first I'll tell you how we'll do authentication. Authentication, how will author. So login user and get token. So you can use any user credential from donkey.com. Okay. Just we are going here. Which method we have to use? We have to see clearly. It's post method. Header is content type. Application JSONs. Body is JSONs. Username, password is this. Okay. So just we are going here. We are giving here the URL. We have to post that thing in body. It's so in body we have to go in raw and we have to select the JSONs. After that, body we have to give this. So I'm not giving the timeline because optional default to 60 will not set the things, it will look for 60. Okay, just copy paste. See, I think I told you about the JSON's formats. We have to make it in JSON's format. It is supporting key value pair and we have to write like this. Okay, it's done. It's done. Okay, now let's send it. Valid credential. Okay, we got an invalid credential because so now we have to create a token. So how to generate a token? This is authentication session. Content type application. So I gave wrong username and password. See, now its token is generated. Now this token is generated. So what we have to do? We have to go here. We have to select bearer token, and now we have to paste this token here. Okay. Now we have to send it. Okay. Now it's successfully. We create. We check for bearer token. So what is token? The main question is this. We know how this tokens are just doing just I copied every token. So token classifier. I just will say payload less header plus signature. Okay. So from here I'll just distribute the things. It will be in three part. I'll show you. It's in three part. So I'll just copy the first part and I'll show you. Basically, payload and say headers. This we can decrypt it. Okay, this one is encrypted. This one we can encrypt, but signature we can't. I'll just show you how. We can decrypt it. This we go here and just open Control Shift I. It will open. Okay. 18. Just I put this one not able to see. See, we are able to see payload. And again, if you want to check, you are able to see this one is sorry, not this. I'll just copy it from the notepad what we copied here. Just copy this things. Control C. Control C. We are able to see headers also. We'll see signatures only the unique. Just checking signature things. We can't encode it, not correctly encoded. So only signature is making it unique. That will not um, decodes our thing. So that's why it's okay. I think now token thing is clear for you. So like this, we are creating a token. In one lecture, I'll tell you how to create a token, which algorithm we are using. Actually, see, we in OAuth, you'll understand which algorithm we are going to use it. See, access token, consumer key, secret key. We have to send that last one is the secret key access token, but tokens I created token secret. So everything which signature method usually HS 256 we are going to use. But this is not this is enough for host engineer. I think that in deeply I'm not going. Okay, so I think I created for it. Okay, just I'm changing it to here a token. Okay, now done. Now we'll see that example. That is one live browser. We did this. Login user and get token. Now get current authentication user. So now you will get current authentication user. Mhm. So in header we have to put that is post. In header we have to put sorry, not all. Just copying the thing